screenwriter offers status update on his Transformers movie. Even though production wrapped last October, Paramount still decided to push Creed 2 director Stephen Caple Jr.'s Transformers: Rise of the Beasts back by almost an entire year, with the 7th installment in the franchise not coming to theaters until June 2023. When it was first announced the studio was going back to the drawing board after Michael Bay's 5-film saga and Travis Knight's acclaimed prequel Bumblebee, it came with the caveat that 2 separate scripts had been commissioned from a pair of writers familiar with the realm of big-budget blockbusters. In the end, the screenplay from King Arthur, Legend of the Sword and Army of the Dead's Joby Harold won out over the pages penned by White House Down and The Amazing Spider-Man's James Vanderbilt. In an interview with Screen Rant, the latter offered his side of the story, and it sounds as though we won't be seeing his effort brought to life anytime soon, if at all. So I know Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, the producer of those movies, who's wonderful and a friend, and we were working on something else when he came to me and he said, "If you were going to do a Transformers movie, what would you do?" And I kind of pitched him this take. And he said, "Oh, that sounds really cool." So they hired me to write it, and he said, "Look, just we're also hiring a guy named Joby Harold, who's a wonderful writer, to write a completely different take." And I said, "Great. I'm pro writers," and ultimately they decided that Joby's was the next movie they wanted to make, and I've read it, and he did a phenomenal job. They're shooting, and I've spoken to the director Stephen a little bit and Lorenzo, just because I'm friends with them and a fan, and I think it's super cool. But yeah, Rise of the Beasts is going to be really fun, I think. But it is not the Transformers that I wrote. Hypothetically, Paramount could realistically keep Vanderbilt's script in its back pocket should Rise of the Beasts fail to catch fire at the box office, or if it could be reworked as a sequel or spin-off of some description. But we won't be getting any of these answers for a while. Encanto has broken a big Frozen record for Disney. Encanto earworm, We Don't Talk About Bruno, has nabbed a record off fellow animated Disney flick Frozen. Written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, the track secured 4th spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart this week, surpassing previous number 5 reacher, Let It Go, as the biggest hit from the House of Mouse's catalog via Entertainment Weekly. At the time of writing, it's been streamed 29 million times. Things are looking even brighter across the Atlantic, with Bruno reportedly poised to land at number 1 on the official singles chart. Carolina Gaitan, Diane Guerrero, Adassa, Renza Felice, Stephanie Beatriz and Mauro Castillo are credited as the song's performers. Rewinding back to November last year, Mi-Able Madrigal voice artist Beatriz confessed to Digital Spy that her role left her in tears. "Disney had us open some of the toys and stuff, and they cut together this really cute, fun video of myself and John Leguizamo, voice of Mirabel's mysterious Uncle Bruno. Lin-Manuel was there, too, and they barely used any of my footage. I was fully sobbing, just bawling. They couldn't use any of it. But it was a real reaction, because it was like, press the button and my voice comes out of the frigging doll. It's insane," she further recalled. "It's wild. It's all those times of me, imagining myself as these heroines and singing the songs to myself in my mirror in the bathroom at home, and now it's really real. I got to really sing Disney songs in a Disney movie that I'm in." A MADEA Homecoming, Tyler Perry returns as his iconic persona in First Images. Tyler Perry fans now have a major reason to be excited, because Netflix has given Tyler Perry's A MADEA Homecoming an official release date and new images. Coming to the streamer on February 25th, Perry writes, directs, and stars in A MADEA Homecoming, as well as serving as executive producer. On top of Perry, the new MADEA film stars Casa Davis Patton, David Mann, Tamala Mann, Gabrielle Dennis, Brendan O'Carroll, Brandon Black, and Isha Blaka. A MADEA Homecoming revolves around familial drama that erupts during what is supposed to be a time of celebration, when family drama threatens to ruin Medea's great-grandson's college graduation. The first 3 images released for the new film all showcase the title character in all her glory, including images of Medea at some sort of outdoor public event alongside some familiar faces, giving the sort of expression that audiences have come to expect from the classic character, and clutching onto the shirt collar of an unknown character, wearing a shocked expression while several women around her hold expressions of disdain and boredom. A Madea Homecoming will serve as the 10th official installment of the Madea franchise, including other films like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, A Madea Christmas, and Medea's Family Reunion, and the first film in the series to not be released theatrically. This year, on top of this revival of the Madea franchise, Perry is also writing, directing, and producing a dramatic film called A Jazzman's Blues. Exclusive: The Chelsea Detective gets trailer and release date at Acorn TV. With Acorn TV's original drama The Chelsea Detective available to stream on Acorn starting March 7th, Collider has been given the exclusive first trailer for the upcoming 4-part series. The Chelsea Detective follows Detective Inspector Max Arnold, Adrian Scarborough, as he investigates a series of murders in Chelsea, the affluent London borough where murder and mayhem boil beneath a seemingly calm surface. Aiding him in his quest for justice are no-nonsense DS Priya Shamsi, Sonita Henry, research and tech queen DC Jess Lombard, Lucy Phelps, rookie officer DC Connor Pollock, Peter Bankole, and brilliant, if occasionally daunting, and chief forensics officer Ashley Wilton, Sophie Stone. Anna Maria Marinka plays his art dealer wife. Emmy winner Peter Fincham created and executive produced the series, while Glenn Laker and Liz Lake join him as co-writers. Richard Sini and Darsha Martin will divvy up directing duties. The trailer showcases Scarborough's seasoned detective Arnold, along with various members of his investigative team populating what promises to be a thrilling crime drama that takes place in London. In addition, Acorn says, the cases the team take on allow viewers to visit a diverse cross-section of Chelsea life, spanning the mansions of the super-rich to the council flats of the World's End estate, and the rarefied corridors of a prestigious international school to the leafy melancholy of Brompton Cemetery and the bustle of the King's Road. Frances Barber also stars as Arnold's mother. Acorn TV offers a unique catalogue of UK shows that may not make it onto bigger streamers. The Chelsea Detective joins an ever-expanding library of British favourites that have serious potential to make waves in the United States. Current Acorn TV originals include Ms. Fisher's Modern Murder Mysteries, Deadwater Fell, starring David Tennant, Agatha Raisin, Bloodlands, and more. Acorn Media Group has been distributing British TV in the United States for almost 30 years, having started out by selling physical copies of British shows throughout the 1990s. As the demand for physical media began to decline, Acorn relaunched its services as a streamer dedicated to doing what the company had always done: bring the best British television to an entirely new audience. The first feature-length part of The Chelsea Detective starts streaming on March 7th, with the other parts airing weekly until March 28th. Okay, stay tuned to our channel. I'll be providing you with up-to-date reliable movie news. Enjoy.